Hello everyone, I have a review of the Lion. Admittedly, it's a bit late, so I'm going to try and get through this rather quickly so not waste your time, so you can watch this and check out if it's worth it, at least on the NA server before this is up, or the assembly shop is up. Anyway, let's get into this. So I'll cover it very, very quickly. Again, I want to make this a bit of a faster review, which I think I've said for every video I've made, and it has not changed at all. The rundown is going to be, this is a mixture of a Leo 1 and a Caro 45T, not so much a Progetto 65. I'll show you why, or if you want to look at yourself, you'll be able to tell. So, main thing is you get the alpha of a Leo 1 with the inner clip of a Caro, so about 4.5 seconds, which is half a second longer than the Caro, but still, pretty much the same thing. However, the main thing of the Lion that makes it interesting is it has a reverse auto reloader, which is the same mechanism that the IS-3A has, where the more rounds you fire, the faster your reload actually gets, which is very not standard. Generally, the more of a magazine you fire, the longer it is to reload. Nothing super new as far as auto reloaders go. So the general thing with the Lion is you have 4 rounds total in the magazine. Your third round is the fastest reloading at a 7.7 base, where if you fire that 4th round, your reload goes up to 20 seconds, which, again, you can mitigate with a better crew. I have mine down to 18.6, for example. However, that goes a really, really long way, and it ends up feeling pretty interesting. It's definitely something more unique in WoT that also feels functional, so I really enjoy that. Anyway, 9 degrees gun depression, 20 elevation, nothing particularly, outside here. But I think this is probably like the best example of why I feel these two are so, kind of blended together to make the Lion. You have better aim time than the Caro, worse aim time than the Leo, better dispersion than the Caro, worse than the Leo. So again, just based on this, the reload, with the the inner clip reload specifically, alpha, pen, all that. Everything is so close. It really does fit like right smack in there between them. Even with the armor, you could see it's better than a Leo, not as good as a Caro. The thing is with the Lion, yes, you will bounce stuff. Don't get so caught up on the 180mm turret. It works sometimes. It's not reliable enough to guarantee, though. So you won't see these playing on ridge lines just sitting there, like a Minotaur or a Chief. 400 meters base view range. The only thing I have to say about the mobility on this thing is it is, once again, right in the middle of the Caro and the Leo. It's not quite as fast as Leo, faster than Caro. However, one important metric is different between both of these. The reverse speed is actually quite bad. I even have a field mod on mine to make the reverse speed a little bit better, up to 17 kilometers an hour. The reverse speed being so low has gotten me killed, I think, twice so far. I even got drowned once because of it on stream, I think yesterday. So that is something to watch out for. Be careful if you overcommit, because you might not be able to get out of it. Otherwise, I think that generally covers the vehicle. I'll show you what I have set up on mine. General crew skills just stacked out. Field mod wise, I opted for nothing on the first slot. However, this does have, out of the 3 vehicles, the best in slot traverse speed on the turret. So you can get away with going left here if you'd like, for better ammo rack. It is a little on the weak side, at least in my experience. Then I opted to go right for the aiming circle size. You'll find I really leaned into the gun handling. I just wanted that to be as good as possible. There's the reverse speed buff, trade concealment. That is a trade I'll make every day. I don't think it's really worthwhile to keep any concealment on this compared to what you could be getting in the other scenario. Aiming circle size, trade for reload time. You could get the reload lower, but I really don't love the idea of losing gun handling, but I might mess with this in the future, so this one's not super concrete. And then at the end I went right as well for better aiming speed, losing engine power. It's a little noticeable to me for sure, but I just want to make the gun as comfortable as possible within reason. If you guys aren't sure where to find it, there's a tab up here you can hit, and it'll pull you to this page, and then, so on and so forth. Anyway, my equipment, I'm leaning with a vert stab, a vent, and an aiming unit. I was messing around with an experimental equipment piece, but I chose to not really play with that, just to, kind of keep like a relatively reasonable review, because this isn't available to everyone yet. You could drop vents for a turbo or something if you'd like, just to, again, kind of buff that reverse speed. But regardless, that is, I guess, kind of up to you. One thing I would not drop is the vert stab. The other two are very much a little personal preference in my opinion, though I wouldn't really deviate far from this, at least for me. That should cover the garage portion of this review. I wanted to keep it a little on the quick side, so sorry if this felt rushed. I just feel like every review for this tank is like 45 minutes long, and I thought it'd be nice to just get something out for people to, kind of blast through and see, like, the quick and dirty rundown, I guess. Anyway, that'll be it for the garage review. I will catch you guys over on the gameplay. Alright, so, first game on Pearl River. I don't really know where I want to go. I think I'll open up just going mid to start. Because, again, once our first round is loaded, we can just kind of go from there. The only problem in this case, at least that I have, is I don't really love the boost on this side, but we'll try it anyway and see what I can make happen. We'll just try to push through here. There still is the boost, but it's not as easy. Anyway, you can see how long this first round reload is, or fourth round technically. And it goes right into like 6.5 seconds, on the counter at least. Which is nice, because I can now just have like a regular Leopard gun as far as 420 alpha. Relatively nice gun handling. We just get a round out for free. We don't mind firing that, because our reload is like the best it can be at this point. We poke up again. Get another round out. Unfortunately, we do miss that one. I'm hoping I don't get blocked by the Foch here. It's a 155 as well. Can poke again. Try to see this guy. Catch him out. Again, you can kind of see that the gun handling isn't quite as good as a Leo. Not by a long shot, actually. But that relatively active gun is quite nice, because now when you're not firing, you're just getting better burst potential. So that really goes a long way. I'm hoping I can push up here and not have a miserable experience on a live gameplay review. But we have taken hill rather aggressively. We do have to be careful about north, though. I really do want to try to get over there if I can help it. But I don't know what we're going to be able to do as far as that without risking being dead. The 277 poked from this window and didn't get to shoot anything, so I'm going to do it and see if I get shot immediately. I probably could have caught that 140 if I got him at a better angle. Is anyone on the left in base? No. Okay, he's cutting low. E50M is still there. I don't really love this. I think I have to be way, way more aggressive, because this match is feeling kind of over. It's a shame he's dying. But we're going to continue to push and see if I can just bleed them out here. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a 155 in base. It is. E50M should be right here. Poke out, go for the track. Even if we take one in return, that's fine, because if I have to fire, I do have a lot of rounds, and I don't mind firing a few here because my DPM only gets better, which is the really cool thing about this tank and makes it a bit different from, let's say, a typical auto reloader being, a Caro or a Pruchetto 65 or something like that. Got my third round loaded, so again, I don't mind just YOLOing into the STB. I catch him out there. I'm going to repair that just so I can go punish this. Get another round out. You can see our turret there. Not something to rely on, but it is nice to have. We're back to our highest DPM round. I can just push in. He dies to somebody else. I'm going to try and clear a shot on the BZ if I can get it. That terrifies me. I push in. I get another kill. I still have my DPM. I get shot by the Foch, but he misses. Can turn around and hopefully go deal with that and get a little tiny bit more damage out, but I'm not very hopeful. Is that? Yeah. Is a minuscule shot. There's still a Grill 15, though, who has not been lit this entire match, and I'm hoping when I'm fully loaded, I'll be able to show you what I mean about the HE switch here, which is, again, different to a regular auto reloader because of the faster reload. So if I switch here now, typically, I would now lose all of my DPM. Because it loads my last round first, which is my worst DPM. However, this loads me right into my, it clears out the long reload, because that one round is guaranteed to transfer. Then I get the third round, which is my highest DPM. So for once, a relatively high pen HE auto reloader is potentially viable in that way. And that's really, really different to what we've typically been used to when it comes to auto reloaders, because you just nuke your DPM if you switch with intuition. But this is definitely a bit different, and something I'd advise you to do is carry an odd number of HE rounds, because the only way you can intuition switch back is if you have a full magazine. That is typical amongst autoloaders, auto reloaders, or whatever else, right? It was a real shame we capped, because I just could have gotten this guy. But that's the nature of live matches, unfortunately. Anyway, hopefully you can kind of see what I mean about the HE switching being a bit more viable in this and other things, and also the higher DPM with the certain whatever else. The main point being that is a very real and normal game. It's not my best game. It's not my worst game. For a minute, I was averaging like 4,400 in this, I believe. But that's not every case. So I always find that instead of cherry picking my best match, I could just show you guys one, that's very standard, and just kind of get a feel for how the tank performs in any given battle. Sometimes it's a great one, sometimes it's not. Again, any questions you guys have, comments, concerns about equipment, field mods, whatever, either comment down below or follow the Twitch link and ask on stream. If you guys don't know, I do stream 6 days a week on Twitch from 6 p.m. Eastern to midnight. Sundays are a bit different, but anyway, you can pretty much find me there all the time if you have any questions. I'm generally playing Watt, so anyway, thanks again. I appreciate you guys watching. Sorry if this feels a little rushed. I just want it to be, not dissertation length, like some other folks, I guess. But have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.